Yeah, well, this is how far I've got so far. I'm really pleased with it. Didn't actually take that long. This back piece there, that's just a strip of the steel. I'll just sort of, it's about an inch deep. Actually goes down that way quite a bit. I've drilled all the holes ready for the plug welds. Bent this on my cheap and nasty Clark bender, which is quite cheap and nasty, but puts a nice radius. If you want a sharp bend, say like that, you wouldn't do it, but a nice radius, it's pretty good. So I've just got to position it all, make sure the distance between there and there will allow the door to shut. I'll measure that in a minute, we'll see. So the best thing to do now is I've got to get some of that weld through primer stuff. Hopefully it's going to be delivered in a minute. I ordered it off Amazon yesterday, so it should be here today. And I'll just give it all a good old coating in there, and I should just get it all ready to go. Drill these holes, and it's the job of good. And all I've got to do is sort out that other end up there. I'll go have a quick look at that. Well, some good news and bad news. The good news is I've actually got all this top of the ceiling. It's only tacked to there at the moment. It's only just, I don't know how it's staying in there at the moment. So it's all tacked up. Dent there. What I'm going to do, is take this out and weld it underneath it. The bad news is I've got a couple of gaps. I don't know what happened there. I should be able to fill them up all right. So I'm going to see if I can take it out, turn it over and weld it all up. And obviously I can't put it back in yet because I've got to put some rust treatment on it. I've got to do this little corner bit there. All in all, it's not bad, is it? Alright, give it a good old shake up, should be right now. Covers well, doesn't it? Probably putting too much on, but there you go. Well, I'll run into another problem just for change. This top piece of the sill, I don't know what piece you called it. I actually welded it underneath. You can't really see it from here, but it was welded underneath. I welded it all in one piece. I must have put a bit of heat in it because it actually bent when I'd done this joint there. It actually bent, so what I had to do, I had to cut it again. So I put it back in two pieces. So this is just tacked in at the moment. It's a bit hot, so I'm just going to let it cool down. So I'm just going to run a few more tacks over it, and then we can start putting it all back together. I'll just make sure the door closes in a minute, I suppose. Might be a good idea. That's getting there, isn't it? It's a bit rough there because there's a bit of a gap. But what I'll do, I'll do a bit of welding and I'll grind it all off in a minute. Right, so that cooled down a bit. Well, I've done all the welding, and I've actually ground the weld down. I don't know that pretty actually, but it's actually quite smooth. What I've done, I've gone over it with a little Dremel. This little wire ball there, little burr. It actually worked out quite well. The only thing I've got to be careful with this, I made a big mistake before. I didn't wear any gloves. And what happened? I had thousands of bloody little splinters in my hands. But it's all right now. So all that needs now is just a little fingerful of filler, and that blended nicely. I've done that a few months ago and it's falling apart. I've done up to sort of about here-ish. I'm not going to do any more of that, so I need to sort of fit the other piece of the sill and the wing. So what I'll do, I've got a couple of little holes here I just want to weld up. I'll put the camera in the right place. Then that the bit's near enough done, so I can walk away from that at the moment. What I'm going to concentrate on now, I don't want to put any filler on any of this yet, because this bottom here, I think I can't really show you at the moment, it's underneath, but the bottom of the sill needs to go up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, once this is all done, and I think I'm quite happy with it, I'm just going to put a jack under it and just bend the bottom piece up. Sounds a bit crude, but that's what I'm going to have to do. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to fit these pieces in here, weld them up, and then that's pretty much it really, and go underneath and do it. So right, what I've done, I've actually put a little thin coat of fiberglass on there, the stranded stuff. I'm not really good at bodywork, but I'm just sort of learning as I go along. So what I thought I'd do first is put a little thin bit of fiberglass on there and there. I'm just sort of trying it out because this is the bit I've got to fill up all the way along there. And this, I've actually finished it the same as I finished this. So what I literally did, I put a fingerful of that fiberglass fill on there. The main reason, in case there's any pinholes, and in case any water sort of goes in this way or can try to get out that way, it'll block it up. Now, well, I'll just give it a quick rub down. Still a lot of dust on it, but I think it's going to come up alright. I just want to test, like I said, I just want to test that little bit out. So I think really, when I'm ready, I should just do this whole side. I've got to put a bit of filler in there and all that down there, but I just wanted to try that bit out, and I think it's going to come out alright. Right, what I'm trying to do here is check this bottom piece up. I've wedged some pieces of wood in the door, in the bottom of the door, get the door gaps there. I've just noticed that bit there is sticking out a bit. I have to deal with that. Anyway, I was going to say, I've got to try and get, I've got something to point with, if you can see it or not. See it, this bottom edge there, I've just been pushing up a little bit. That bit there's okay, because I actually welded that in, I knew it was too long anyway. But what I'm going to do, I've just jacked it up, and it's all in line now. I don't know if you can actually see it or not. You see just there, it's all in line there. So what I might be able to do is get a weld in there. Well, that's a sill welded, or plug welded and ground. Might have to grind a little bit more off. A bit slow, might be able to see what I'm doing then. I've got a few problems today, I'm quite sure actually. A door, I had to weld a piece on the bottom. And now I've welded too much. You can see it or not there. Oh. There we go. I welded too much. So you see the gap there. I quite like that gap because I want the door to actually overhang the sill. I know a lot of them are flush, but if the water runs down, it can drip off rather than going in there. Anyway, that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to take advice from quite a few of you guys working from the back, which I'm doing at the moment. So what I'm going to do, Next, I need to put a little bit of filler on there just to see what it looks like. I'm going to scribe a line down here. You see it's tight there. Scribe a line down there. File it off. Make sure that's a nice fitting. Oh, this is screwed up again. I'll show you. Oh, get up. Don't know how I've done it again. This corner here. Sticking out too far. Something must have moved. Right, I've just got to build up the bottom of this door. I've got drawn a line there, so I've got to build it up. I don't know what happened. A little while ago I cut it off. Now I'm putting it back on again. I'm not sure what's going on here really. I think it's just me being an idiot. So I've just got to build it up. I'm still a bit warm at the moment. I'm just going to build it out with welds, grind it off, and then it should be okay. I'm sure that'll. No, I think I got a bit sidetracked today. I was just playing around with the door, trying to get it closing a lot better. What I found was, it's quite a bit of a slam. It was actually catching. I don't know if you can see it or not. On there. It's been like that for obviously forever. It's all rusty. So it's actually hitting on here. I was just going to cut it and bang it in, but what I thought I'd do, just try hitting it with a hammer, which I did, and it's actually okay now. It's really good. See, like even, I know you probably can't see it, but it's actually missing it now. I thought it was actually rubbing. Yeah, so doors still have to go close with a bit of a slam, but it's a lot better. I'm really pleased with that. The other thing I've done is I've closed this gap up a little bit. I've put some fiberglassy stuff in there and rubbed it down. But I need to put another little piece in. It's sort of, I don't know if you can see, it sort of wanders out a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit in from, I'll put the camera where you can actually see it, might help. From here to there, just a little tiny skim. And I'm going to leave all this fiberglass is a bit proud at the moment because I'm going to have to put a skim over it anyway. So I'm going to leave that alone at the moment. So it's quite good, so I'm quite pleased with the door. The lines are okay. I've got to do like I said in the previous bit, I've got to file that off. That bit there, I'm pleased with that now, that's all come out really nice. So we're getting there, so a bit more fiberglass on there, and that's, I could say the back door is actually finished. Then the front door closes alright, but it doesn't open very well, so I'm going to have to see where it's catching. Right, I've done the rear door, I'm just on the front door now. I'm just trying to wire it jams up, but I don't think you see it. See that catch? That little piece there? It's only just about engaging in that post, look. What I might do is sort of wedging, it's not actually going into that bit. So what I might do with that, I'm going to take it off. It won't go down anymore than what it is at the moment. I'll take it up, hopefully I can get it back on, and I'll put a spacer behind it. See, it needs about at least, like, I don't think you can really see it, about 6mm. See it, look. And that's what's jamming, I reckon. Oh, let's go make a spacer then. Right, what I've done, I've taken this little wedgie piece off. I don't know if you can see it or not there. I'll put it in the camera. It's only striking onto that little piece there. I think it must have been like from new. So what I'm going to do. Oh, this is why we don't throw any of our metal away. All this is just, I've cut this out from something else. It's just the right size to make a little spacer. Right, unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to end this video here. Couple of reasons really. I've done this little catchy thing, little dovetail thing. I put a spacer behind it, but I think it needs another spacer, but I'm having trouble getting hold of, I think they're 3/16 BSF screws. So I'm going to go away and have a look at that, but it does actually open and close quite nicely now. You can see it's only just grabbing on there. I'd like to see that dovetail bit or a little wedgie thing in there a little bit more. Let's see if we close it. It does look closed quite nice now. A couple of other reasons I'm going to do here. I've got a few other issues I'm not sure what to do with at the moment. This one here, is this line here, doesn't line up. See how far it's out? So obviously it's a different door, so I've got to have a think about that to see how I can rectify that. So that's one issue. This back door, open and close, is lovely now. I've been playing around with this gap, so I think I still need to sort of play around with it. I won't video it because it's just boring me sort of putting filler on and rubbing it down. Bottom of the door again, I need to refile that. This gap here, I was thinking of closing it up a little bit more. I was going to get some 8th rod like I've done the front and close it up, sort of weld it in like I did here. So I might do that. So all this bit's all okay, and the other bit I'm sort of stalling at the moment. I can't work out how to do it. This is the repair bit for the bottom of the wing, which is okay there. But it doesn't even marry up very closely to the sill that I put on. See if I can find enough cut of that sill. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show you this, but this is the end of the sill that I cut off. Here. So that's the original part there. So somehow I've got to blend. I say somehow. It actually blends in quite well. Not what I was worried about. That's what I've got to blend in anyway. I think what's happened, this the end of this sill, I pulled it in somehow. It's a different shape. It does go in now. Anyway, these are a couple of things I need to sort of go away and have a think about before I do any more. It can take quite a while. Well, thanks for watching so far. If you did like my videos, it'd be fantastic if you subscribe and like and all that normal sort of stuff. And hopefully next week or so I can finish this little bit off. Then that'll be almost this side of the car done. It's still got those little teething problems. You know, I'm not going to put any filler on yet, like I said before. Oh, I haven't said that, I probably will. But yeah, so the biggest problem is this bit here I've got to try and do. And I've got to try and do something with this line. And that's what I need to have a little think about. Well, I'm going now. Well, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye now.